Okay. You guys have any questions from the previous classes?
I have one question. Like, what is the schema defined actually?
Come again, please.
Schema.
Schema. See.
We are creating data using database, and we're using that use that particular database to create the table on that particular inside a database. But where your schema comes and what that schema means actually.
See, schema has two meanings. Okay, completely in different context, related to SQL only. Okay. So on top layer we have database. Okay. Let's say I am working in Amazon. Okay. So I might name my database as I might say this called Amazon DB only. Okay. Might call it something different, but let's use this for now. Then I have a lot of tables. Okay. I have tables regarding sales.
Your screen.
Okay. Second. I think I missed this part. So, I might have table regarding, sales. Okay. So this might have like, okay, do not go on very do not take it on heart. Just trying to give an example. So we might have a table for phone sales. Okay. We might have a table for clothing sales. We might have a table for, let's say, grocery sales. We might have some tables for revenue by phone. Okay. By that. Okay. I mean, we might have different. Obviously, Amazon is a very big company, so they might have thousands of table and various of varieties. So what companies do in real time, they do not try to create multiple databases. Okay. Because if we create too many databases, then connection between those databases might be a tough ask. Okay, so let's say I'm willing to write a query where I want to join my clothing sales table with clothing revenue table, something like that. Okay. So if these two tables are on different databases, I will not be able to do that part. I will not be able to write that query. Okay. And if I just have database and tables in my SQL servers, okay, it will be hard to find these tables. It will be hard to categorize these tables. This is the reason why schema comes into the picture. Now you can create a schema, sales schema. Okay, so all these tables will be created under the sales schema. Okay, we might have one more schema, like say revenue schema. All these tables related to revenue will come in revenue schema. So if in future, when you have such a huge database and huge number of tables, it is advised to create schema so you know under which schema you have to look for the table. Okay, so this is how we use schema. So it is not I mean, if you see the definition of the schema, it says the grouping of logical grouping of tables is called schema, and logical grouping of schemas are called databases. Okay, some DBs that does not support a schema. Okay, only few of those are there. In that case, logical groupings of tables will be called as databases. Is it clear now?
Yeah, Jalal.
Okay, so let's close this one. Yeah, and the other thing is, let's say we create a table. Okay, if I open the Visual Studio, let's say I'm trying to create a table. Close this release notes. So when I'm defining my DDL, okay, when I'm defining my DDL, I should have it. Oh, okay. See, this is also a schema. This is tables schema. Okay, I mean the same word is used for two different contexts in relation to SQL only. So this is also a schema. Schema here basically means information about the tables, like what column it has, what is the data type of those columns, whether those columns are primary key or not, whether those columns can be null or not. This information is also called a schema of the table. Okay, so it's kind of, when somebody is talking, you have to get the idea. I mean, you will definitely get it. It's not that much tough. So if somebody is saying a schema of the table, then you know he's talking about something like this. This format he's talking about. But when he says my table is stored under that schema, obviously it is not this schema. In that case, it is this schema. So yes, if you have more questions.
Januj, we are creating that file format, right? So that can be a reusable thing, right? We need not to create for every time we do, right?
Yes, yes. File format is reusable unless you are having the same file format.
Yeah.
That means it is a CSV, values are separated by comma and fields are enclosed by double quotes. In that case, you can reuse that.
Yeah.
Only stage you will have to create for every table. Okay. In that case, let's move ahead. I'll log in into AWS. Snowflake. Okay. So yesterday we have learned that how we can, use the copy command to load the data from S3 to our tables. Now what we will do, come down here. Now what I will do, let's just use this format for me. Okay, not this. Let's move this and have this. Okay. Now, if what I'll do, I'll simply come down here. Okay, it has not saved my queries. So what I will do, I will say truncate this table called countries. Now I want to use countries DB inside this if I have test. Okay, I will say countries. I'm going to truncate this table. I think it's country table. So my query is successfully executed. So if I do obviously select star from this table, I will not be able to see any data here. Okay. Now, yesterday that we have seen, that is a manual way of uploading the data into your tables. Now there's an automatic way. That way is actually Snowpipe. Okay. So if you check the definition of a Snowpipe, it says Snowpipe is a functionality that allows you to load the files into your tables automatically using the SQS or event notifications. Okay. That basically means we can write something like this. We can create a snow pipe. Something like this. OK, I will execute this command. I'll create a snow pipe called auto ingest. OK. OK, sorry, wait. A snow pipe name is demo pipe. OK, and I'm keeping auto ingest equals to true. It's a very simple thing. I'm just creating a pipe over my copy command. OK, this is my copy command to load the countries table from its stage. I'm simply creating a pipe over that. OK, so I'll just create this pipe. You don't need to put any brackets here. No, let's remove it from here as well. Execute this. A pipe is created. OK. Now, once this pipe is created, you have to say show pipes. Execute this. Show pipes S is also there. Okay, we get this information about the pipe. So our pipe name is demo pipe. Database is countries DB. Schema is test. Okay, so this pipe basically is created under the countries DB dot test. Now this is the definition, and if you scroll more into right, this is what we are interested in: notification channel. Okay, so one notification channel is created. So we will copy this and come on our S3 buckets. Okay, I will go on my bucket course, countries. Okay, if you check the properties here, okay, actually you have to come on bucket first. You go inside the properties of the bucket, not on the folder properties. You have to go inside the bucket properties. Here, if you come down, this we have seen in the Lambda functions that let me remove this. OK, so I will say event. We have this option of event notifications, and I am going to add one event notification. OK, create a new event. Give event name like demo event. OK, here what I will do, I'll open this link in the new tab. So now I also want to give prefix. So only in the it should get triggered from the correct folder location only. So I will just copy this countries and countries. I'm saying this is my prefix. Only start the event when I have something under this bucket and under this folder. OK, folder is also countries. Inside that, one more countries is there because we have 2 layers of folders. OK. Event type, I want this to be all object create event. Then I want this to be destination. Now this time my destination is not a Lambda function. OK, it is going to be a SQSQ. Choose SQSQ, click on enter SQSQ ARN and copy the ARN again and paste this ARN here. OK, and save these changes. So now our S3 bucket via event notification is connected to our Snowflake table. OK, so what's going to happen now is if I go inside that folder, and if I move the file in the same location, I have to choose the location. OK, if I move the file in the same location, now all you have to do is just wait for a few seconds and come here, run select star. You see we have no data here. Then let's wait for 30 or 40 more seconds. And meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask those questions. Let me retry. Okay, it is taking some time and we have our data here. So, you know, I haven't executed any copy command or anything else, and I have my data here. Okay. How many rows? If you see here, we have 249 rows. Okay. So let's say one more file comes into this folder. Okay. I'm just going to move the same file again. Actually, it keeps the file information also. Okay. So let's, try to say move the same file again. Okay. Now, if you see, check here, wait for a few more seconds. Okay, you can see count is not increasing because Snowpipe is also takes care the file which has already uploaded. Okay, it basically it takes a file name as well. If a file is already been uploaded, it's not going to reprocess that. Okay, so it's not going to create duplicates for you. Okay, so you can be reassured about that part. Okay, so if you upload a file here again in the same format but with a different name. Okay, let's try that part. So I'll go inside this folder. This inside D drive. D drive Azure countries set. Okay, I'll just create a copy of this file and I'll call it _2. Okay, let's upload this file here. Click on upload, add files. Now, ideally this time this file should get triggered and it should be appended into your table. Okay, I don't believe that it checks for data as well. It should get appended in this table. So you guys have any questions on this Snowpipe? You can see now we have 498 records. So any questions?
Jalad, that's the stage should be getting refreshed, right? Not soon, right?
No, you are saying copy into table, no?
Yeah, that's what it's stage is copying. The table is getting copied from stage only, right? So whenever refreshing S3 table, the S3 table should go to stage, then from stage only should come to table, right? But here we are just creating pipe only for table, right? So how it works?
No, we are creating file for table, but we are extracting the data from stage only now. See,
Right.
Snowpipe push the data into stage and stage get refreshed. See, stage it's in the stage there's no append. Okay. So from the stage, last 249 records will be deleted. Next 249 record will be inserted. From that, we are copying into our table. But in table, we already have 249. That's why we get 498 records here. We are using stage here.
No, yeah, we are using here. My question is right. The stage is not getting refreshed here, right? Or if you get pipe for this table, the stage also will get refreshed.
Yes. Default. Can you say copy command? By default, your stage is actually refreshed. If you see, even yesterday, we never copied the data into stage. We only had the syntax yesterday. Okay. So by default, when you run the copy command, stage is going to be refreshed. And it's going to be kind of truncated insert mode. Okay, if you guys have no questions, then let's move forward. So I'll come here and go on AWS. So we have seen two options now. Okay, loading data manually and loading it automatically. Let's see how to connect it with the AWS Glue. This is my code. Okay. So before executing this code, you have to download the 2 jar files. Okay. Spark connector you have to download, and Snowflake connector you have to download. Okay. Those jar files are mentioned here in the advanced properties on this job. Right here in the jar files. Okay. So these 2 jar files you have to download and upload them onto the S3 buckets. Okay. So basically I have downloaded this jar files from the internet, and then I have uploaded them onto a S3 bucket location, and that location I am mentioning here. I have 2 locations. That's why I have a comma here as well. Okay. If you check this out, here I have a small comma here, and then my next location is coming up here. Okay. Just one more FYI for you guys. The jar files that I have right now with me, kind of old one. Okay. So if you want, you can download the latest one also from the internet. What these jar files are going to do for you, they are not going to allow you to run on the Glue version 3.0 or 4.0. So you have to use Glue version 2.0 with these jar files. Okay. If you install or download the latest ones, definitely you can use the 3.0. As you wish, you can use them. Now, once you have created the jar files or download them and uploaded them onto S3 buckets, I'll share the jar files with you, the ones I have. Okay. So don't worry about that part. I should have it here. Snowflake dependent jars. Yeah, I have this file. Okay, I'll share this with you. Once you upload them on S3 buckets, okay, you have to write the code. In code, I am simply, giving the Spark context here. Trust, it is not mandatory here. Okay, you can simply create this empty Spark context as well. It's just a glimpse that I have given to you. Okay, that's how we can actually create this. I'm not using anything else. I mean, you can simply create this normal Spark context as well, like we did in the other jobs. Then one new thing for you. I run this function called define get secret. Okay. This is a default function that you get when you upload some secrets in the secret manager. Okay. So secret manager, here comes a new term, secret manager. Secret manager is nothing but a AWS service that can hold your ID password, and you can use those ID passwords without revealing the values inside your programs. Okay. So for example, here if you see, I have a Snowflake URL. Okay. And I'm not willing to show it to you. So what I have done, I have created a secret for this my URL. Okay. So how to create that? Just come on AWS. Please stop me if you are not getting it. Okay. Go on secret manager. It's very straightforward service. Okay. This is going to be your landing page. Like this one. Click on store a new secret. Choose other type of secret. give a key. Let's say I say password 2. Okay. Then I say type some password. Okay. Let's say this is my password. This is something I do not want to show to anybody. Click on next. You can give the secret name. Okay, like using what value you'll call this. So again, you can type password only. Password snowflake. Okay. You can describe this, provide tags. Okay. Then click on next. If you want this to be automatically rotated after some time, you can do that also. Okay. Snowflake after AWS after 3 months or automatically going to rotate that password for you. Okay. Not actually 3 months. It's a dynamic time. Okay. You can mention the time here. Okay. If you say days and you say 30 days, after every 30 days, your passwords are going to be changed. Turn it off for now. Okay. Then you can click next. This is your review page. And from here, you can take the code. Okay. So this is the code that basically you are going to get. Okay. You can, as it is, use this in your code. Same thing I'm doing here. Okay. If I come back in my get secret function, I am mentioning my secret name, Snowflake URL, region South 1. Then I have second secret name, Snowflake password. Okay. I start a session with secret manager using the Boto3 secret manager and region name I've typed here. Then I try. Okay. In the side the try block, I try to execute the password. So to get the password, sorry. I see using the client that I created for my secret manager. Fire a function called get secret value. This function only needs one argument, that is nothing but secret ID, that is nothing but the name of your secret. Okay, the name that we gives in last. Okay, the name that I have here. For me, the secret name is password SF, not the first one. Password 2 is the key. This is name. Okay, so I'll type this name here, Snowflake URL. Okay. Same thing I'm doing for another one. Okay. I say get a secret of secret name 2. This is nothing but my password. Okay. So I am printing the values that I get in the value responses. So you can actually comment that actually. Okay. I do not want to execute this part. Comment this. Come down. Okay. Then what I'm doing, values that I get or in my secret manager are they actually kind of stored in a JSON format, and they are going to store something like this. Okay. We are interested in the value. I want to get the value of that thing. And I'm not sure because I don't know, it should be ideally dictionary, but I checked the return type, it is coming as string. Okay. So this is the reason why I have to call some string functions on this to get only this required password string. Okay. I'm not interested in the other thing. That's why what I do, I simply use the find function to get the first colon, and then I use the find function to get the closing curly braces. I say +2 to remove those. See, if I let me copy this line, okay, it will be easy to understand then. So what I'm saying, first of all, actually you're going to get something like this. Okay, you will not have any spaces here. First of all, I'm saying find colon. So my cursor will be here. Then I say +2. So as we know in start including, I mean, in the starting limit, the number is included. So we have to say +2. So this will be removed in the +1. This will be removed in the +2. So my cursor is on V. Now I am saying find curly braces, because ending curly braces, because if I try to find the double quotes, it is everywhere. Okay, so this will not work. I find ending curly braces and I say -1 to remove the last double quotes. And this is how I get my value, that is the required one. Okay, this is how I get my values in this code for both URL and password. I say URL and password. Okay. Now I am creating an empty list called my secrets. First, I append my URL into this, and then I append my password. So I know on index position 0, I have my URL. On index position 1, I have my password. I return this. Okay. So as we know, functions going to get started from main only. My first main will be called. Okay. If you see, I'm calling the main at the bottom. So my see, do not get confused. Code is going to get started from line number 88. Okay, this particular program that I have here is going to get start from line number 88. Line number 88, I'm calling main function. My control will come on main. In the my main, first of all, I call get secret. So my control will go up in the get secret. Okay. Then get secret is going to return me a list. Okay, that is my secrets. I'm going to receive this in the list variable called my secrets again. At 0 index, I have my URL. At 1, I have my password. Okay. So I'll take a pause here. If you have any questions, you can let me know in the get secret function.
Jalaj, can you show that how you created that secrets once more?
Yes. So come on, secret manager, store a new secret, other type of secret, give key value name. Okay, let's say I say ID, and okay, let's say password. Type some password. Then go up, click on next. Now this is secret name that you want to type. Okay, this is going to be your secret name that you're going to use to retrieve it. Okay, so you are going to say snowflake SF of like password. I mean anything that you prefer. Okay. Then simply come down, click on next. What did I miss? Secret with this name already exists. Okay, let's modify this. Click on next. Just in case if you want automatic rotation, you can schedule that with the help of Lambda function. Click on next. And on Python, you will get this code. Once you say store, it's going to be created, but I'm not doing this because this is going to charge you $50 per month. And it is not under the free tier.
So we are copying this code only, right? Def get secret and pasting over there.
Yes, yes. I have copied this code only, but what I have done, changes if I tell you, I have secret name 2 because I want to retrieve 2 secrets. Okay, not running get secret twice. Okay, then I copy pasted this try catch block one more time to get the password. Okay, because we have 2 secrets. Then I did this simple processing of my secrets to get the exact value without the double quotes and curly braces. Then I am simply appending them into the list and returning it.
And what is that region actually?
Region is AWS region.
It's AWS, not Snowflake.
Yes, this is the region. See, even though it's a Snowflake password, but you are storing on AWS service now.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know.
Hi, Jalaj.
Yes, Ashwarya.
Yeah, regarding this secret key, automatic rotation, you mentioned it. So, does that mean the password will get created automatically, or every now and then we have to create it?
It's going to be automatically rotated. So if you see this screen, if you come previous, if you click on this, it is going to ask you a Lambda function. It needs a function that can rotate the secret. You have to write this function your own. It is just going to execute that function on defined timeline. So maybe you are, what you are doing here, you are picking up the latest current secret, and let's say my current secret, okay, let's say my current password is my DB pass, and I say this, let's say I pick year, sorry, let's say I pick year underscore month. Okay, let's say I retrieve this from using the Lambda function from my secret manager currently. Then what I can do, I can again write my DB pass. I add 3 months into this, so this is going to become 2024-03. So password is kind of rotated. So you have to write the logic for password rotation, not secret manager. And also in that Lambda function, you might want to connect to some place. Okay. So what I'm trying to say, you may change the password here. Okay. You may restore the new password on the secret manager, but you still have to modify the password on your service. If your Snowflake's password is not modified and you rotate the password, it's not going to work. See, this is I'm saying again, if there is some feature, okay, that means if any of the cloud service or any of the software technology or anywhere in the life, if there is a feature, it does not mean that you should always use it. Okay, this looks attractive, but it does not. It depends. It depends on your use case whether it's useful or not for you.
Okay, and we can manually also change it, right? Change and update it.
You can definitely change manually also. So if you come on secrets, you go inside this. Okay, definitely if you have the permissions. Just a second now. Snowflake. If I click on actions, yeah, you can. You can click on retrieve secret value. That is a different thing. Can I edit this? Plain text. Yeah, you can definitely edit. It's this button is here. Click on retrieve secret value and then edit it. That's all. Obviously, in production, you will not have the access. If they are using secret manager as a developer, you will never have the access to your passwords.
Okay, so we would only be using it, right? We would only be calling the function to get the secret password through that behind the scene function. Also, it will not be us who will write that.
You'll have to write this function to retrieve it. Okay, if you see in this, to write this function, you do not need any access to you are not seeing any values of the current actual password, and this is the idea behind secret manager service. Okay, because they want to hide the password and some useful information and still allow the developers to use it. So you can use the password, but you do not know what's the password. So manually, you can never go on that website and enter the password and do something with that. This is the whole idea behind this.
Yeah, I mean the automatic rotation one, the Lambda function you mentioned. So if we don't have access and if we don't know the password, like that we can't do. We will only be able to call this and get the password.
See. No, if you have the if your Lambda function can access the password, okay, you can rotate that and you can save it. Issue here is how will you update that password on the endpoint? So I can write a logic right now also to modify the password of my Snowflake DB on the secret manager that was going to rotate it. But still I have to go on my Snowflake account and change the password. That is the question here. And by the way, the password that we are talking for this demo, it is your Snowflake password that you use to log in into your Snowflake account.
Okay.
Any more questions? Okay. In that case, once your passwords are retrieved successfully, okay, we are going to store them in a variables. You have to write nat.snowflake.spark.snowflake. Okay, this is going to be same always. Mention the name of your database, mention the name of your schema, mention the name of your table. Then create the Snowflake options. Mention your URL, mention your Snowflake username, mention your password. This is you retrieve from the secret manager. Snowflake database I have defined here. Snowflake schema I have defined here. Warehouse to be utilized I have defined here. Okay, it's very straightforward and easy part here. Then I simply say spark.read.format. Now what we want to read, I want to read Snowflake source name. Okay, so read format is nothing but this Spark Snowflake read format. Options, we provide the Snowflake options. This is my Snowflake URL, ID, password, and each and every details is mentioned in my options. Then one more option. Okay. Yeah, this is to load. Okay, like what you want to read and load. So I'm saying DB table. Okay, I want to read the database table. That database table is nothing but my Snowflake database. Then I say dot Snowflake schema. Then I say dot Snowflake table name. So basically it's asking in the last option, it's asking what table you want to read. So inside that I'm saying comma, after comma, I want to read this database. Inside this I have this schema. And inside this I have this table and that I want to read. Now I'm saying load to read that. Okay. Once you load this, if it is successful, you will get a Spark data frame created here on line number 77. That is DF will be created. Okay. Then you can like once you have read the data frame, you can apply all the changes, all the transformations that you want. Then you can write this on back to Snowflake table via this syntax. You will say Snowflake, right format is nothing but Snowflake. Options, same options. In this option, you will say DB table and the target table name. Okay. This is going to use the same database that it has read these databases. Mode, you can choose append, overwrite, or truncate insert as per your convenience and your requirement. Dot save to commit the changes. Okay. So this function is fairly easy. Only thing that is changing here is okay, to read and write. In between, if you have this kind of requirement, you will write all those transformations and work with them. Now, again, do not think that, if I have S3, first I will move the data into Snowflake, then I'll read it from a Snowflake and transform and save it back to Snowflake. I mean, it does not basically make sense here, okay, which is true, okay, but just in some cases we might have this requirement, okay, only in few cases, okay. So what those cases can be that you only have Snowflake table, you do not have data on S3. That means might be your Snowflake account is created with Azure and you want to run it some Spark code. Might be this Spark code not on AWS Glue as well. Okay, so this Spark code is actually going to work on everywhere where you have the support for those two jar files. Okay. There might be a case where you do not want to read. You are still reading from the data frame. You are still reading from the S3 files, but you are modifying the tables inside the Snowflake. Okay. So line number 77 will be going away. You will be simply reading a Spark data frame from the S3 buckets, doing the transformation and saving it back onto the Snowflake target. Okay. My intention here in this code is to teach you two things. That how we can use the secret manager to store the secrets and retrieve them. And second thing is how to read and write from Snowflake if required. Okay. So I'll pause here. If you have any questions in this code, you can let me know.
Jalaj, where will get this Snowflake source name from? Is it default or?
This is default. Only thing is URL. Okay, even to save it into this thing. I mean, I always forget how to get the URL. Okay, this is going to be a bit challenge. Account admin. It is somewhere here. This information. Yeah, it is copy count URL. Okay, copy this and paste it here. This is what you need in the URL. It is recorded on okay, so you can refer it back again. So it's here, the account ID, your account ID, and you use this account URL. What is this? This identifier, it should be something different than this. Sure, you need the HTTPS one. This is what you do not need. You need This one.
So I need to paste this one only over here, right? In line number 65.
Line number 70. 65 is hard coded.
Hard coded, okay.
Okay, so if I execute this code, haven't executed since. If I execute this code, come in output logs. It says data read successful. This is my data from the table. And then I'm writing into the table again. So you have, if you have any questions, you can ask those. Meanwhile, I'll share the codes with you. So Snowflake load S3 is updated with Snowpipe. Let's take this one. Then what you need? Then you need this zip file. Then what you need? This is the one. I think this is just a second. Copy this. Come here. One important thing I missed while you try to execute this code, you need to give IAM permissions. Those IAM permissions are S3 full access, secret manager read write, AWS glue service role. That's all. So you have the code, you have the jars, you have the Snowpipe option. Yeah, that's all. Think you have any questions, Ashwin and Karthik?
No information.
Okay, so please, do some hands-ons this weekend. And if you have any questions, we can connect on Monday. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah. Bye-bye.